Weird ass request. What is the most interesting thing somebody ever asked you to do on a first date?
Kirk Frost, Rashida's husband, before they were married, when I first met him, he wrote his name and number on 20 $100 bills and begged me to call him. Not begged me, but he asked me to call him.
So he pretty much gave you $2,000 to call him.
Yeah. What? And I wrote his name and number on the front and back of each one.
Oh.
I got a Lincoln Navigator. I got quite a few things.
What? From him? From him? Oh. All on the first date?
Not the first date. Maybe throughout the course of a while.
So how fast did you call him?
The next day.
I know you did.
You didn't call that night?
No, I didn't want to seem desperate, but I did call the next day.
I'd have been in the Uber. I'm on the way.
Okay.
Can you believe what we're hearing about Rashida? For years, we all bought into this perfect image of her, the devoted wife who stood by her man through thick and thin. But honey, let me tell you, everything we thought we knew just got turned upside down. After this bombshell dropped, everyone's asking the same thing. Was our girl Rashida really as clueless as she seemed, or was she playing us all along? I mean, think about it. Where does being a loyal wife end and being an accomplice begin? The whole world is buzzing with theories, and let me tell you, the tea is scalding hot. As more details emerge about Kirk's alleged behavior, this story keeps getting messier and messier. The pregnancy rumors? Total chaos. Nobody seems to know exactly what went down, but one thing's crystal clear, this family is absolutely shattered. Years of marriage, years of trust, all gone in an instant, destroyed, finished, and now everyone's waiting with bated breath to see what Rashida's next move will be. How do you even begin to process something like this? This woman stood by Kirk through every scandal, every whisper, every raised eyebrow. Now she's got to make the hardest choice of her life: confront the man she married, the father of her children, or keep protecting him like she's always done. But darling, it gets even juicier. The tabloids are having a field day, and social media, it's a complete feeding frenzy. Some people are coming for Rashida's neck, saying she must have known all along. No one could be that blind, they're screaming. But others, they're seeing her as another victim in Kirk's web of lies, betrayed not just by her husband, but by her own stepdaughter. Let's be real, this scandal is like a wrecking ball to everything Kirk built. The fans of love and hip-hop are feeling personally betrayed. And can you blame them? They invested in this couple's story, rooted for their love, followed their journey. All those picture-perfect red carpet moments, those reality TV confessionals, it was all smoke and mirrors, darling. Gone in 60 seconds. The internet is absolutely exploding with people coming forward, questioning everything they ever believed about this power couple. Every sweet moment, every loving glance, was any of it real? But here's the question that's keeping everyone up at night. Why did Kirk do it? What possessed this man to risk it all in such a spectacular fashion? Was it just a moment of weakness, or is there something darker lurking beneath the surface? Kirk's ex-wife might have dropped the first bomb, but honey, something tells me we've barely scratched the surface. There are more layers to this onion, and each one promises to be more shocking than the last. The truth is finally coming out, and it's serving pure drama. Unless Kirk steps up and comes clean, and let's be honest, what are the chances? This situation is only going to get heavier and messier. The million-dollar question remains: will the Frost family survive this earthquake, or will they crumble like a house of cards? The whole world is watching, waiting, ready to dissect every word, every move, every tear. This story is far from over, and something tells me the biggest bombshells are yet to come.
Married man, right?
Of course.
What would you be doing for me if you knew
Don't try
that?
to flip the script right
I'm
now.
asking you a question.
What would you be doing me as a married man?
I see you had some drinks, huh?
Hey, look, man.
This is a man that was at the hospital when our son was born. He's been giving me money to help support our child. But yet here he is in front of his friends acting as if he has no idea who I am. I don't know whether to laugh or cry.
I was gonna do the masquerade thing. I'm not here to be blamed for I'm out of here, bro.
I already knew you was gonna do it.
Yo,
Oh my God, you won't believe what just happened. Rashida finally broke her silence, and the way she said it, you could feel the pain, the anger, the betrayal in every single word. Kirk did something that I could never forgive, she said, and let me tell you, the room went dead silent. The way she delivered those words, quiet but with such force, sent chills down everyone's spine. She didn't just stop there. No, honey, she went all in. This wasn't just about her. Kirk's actions were a complete betrayal of his entire family and everyone who ever trusted him. The question on everyone's lips is how something this horrific could happen within a family. The answers? They're buried under mountains of shame and secrets. But the truth, the awful, gut-wrenching truth, is that a man, a husband, a father, could do something so absolutely vile, so completely unforgivable. But wait, it gets even more twisted. Interested? Kirk's ex-wife is out here spilling all the tea, claiming that Rashida knew about everything all along. Can you imagine? She's basically saying Rashida was in on it from the start. Truth always finds its way to the light, doesn't it? And this truth, it hit like a ton of bricks. The thought that Rashida might have known, even just a little bit, about what her husband was doing. It's almost as shocking as the original revelation. And here's the kicker. Rashida actually admitted that while Kirk's ex might not have revealed everything, she had this gut feeling that something wasn't right. But here's what's really going to blow your mind. Despite all the evidence piling up, despite every red flag waving in her face, despite knowing deep down what Kirk had done, Rashida chose to stay. She made the conscious decision to protect him, to shield him from the consequences, to stand by her man through what might be the most unforgivable act imaginable. The whole situation feels like a slow-motion train wreck, and we just can't look away. Every new detail that emerges is more shocking than the last, and the ripple effects? They're reaching far beyond just the immediate family. This is the kind of scandal that changes everything. Reputations, relationships, entire legacies crumbling before our eyes. To think about how this all started, the perfect couple, the enviable relationship, the empire they built together. Now, it's all falling apart in the most spectacular and heartbreaking way possible. The facade has cracked, and what's coming out is uglier than anyone could have imagined. Don't you just wonder what goes through someone's mind when they make these kinds of choices? How does a person justify betraying not just their spouse, but their entire family? And Rashida, what must it be like to have your whole world turned upside down, to question everything you thought you knew about your marriage, your partner, your life? The court of public opinion is in session, and everyone's got a take on this situation. Social media is ablaze with theories, accusations, and armchair psychology. Some are calling for compassion, understanding the complexity of being caught in such an impossible situation. Others are less forgiving, arguing that silence in the face of wrongdoing is its own form of complicity. But here's what makes this story truly extraordinary. It's not just about the scandal itself, it's about the ripple effects, the way it's forcing everyone to confront uncomfortable truths about relationships, trust, and the lies we sometimes tell ourselves to keep our worlds from falling apart. Every new revelation seems to add another layer of complexity to this already tangled web. The dynamics between Kirk, Rashida, the ex-wife, the children. It's like a sophisticated chess game where every move has consequences and no one comes out unscathed. The most fascinating part? This isn't just another celebrity scandal. This is a deeply human story about trust, betrayal, and the choices we make when faced with unbearable truths. It's about the lies we tell ourselves, the compromises we make, and the moment when we finally have to face reality. As this story continues to unfold, one thing's become crystal clear: there are no winners here. Every person involved is carrying their own burden of pain, shame, and regret. The question isn't just about who knew what and when, but about how a family moves forward from something like this. Can trust ever be rebuilt after such a devastating betrayal? Is forgiveness even possible in the face of such actions? The public is watching this drama unfold with a mixture of horror and fascination. It's like watching a masterclass in how quickly a seemingly perfect life can unravel. The carefully crafted public image, the years of building a brand around their relationship, all of it means nothing in the face of these revelations. And let's talk about the timing of it all. Just when you think the dust might be settling, another bomb drops. Kirk's ex-wife seems to have perfect timing with her revelations, each one more damaging than the last. She's playing this like a symphony, and every note hits exactly where it hurts the most. The way this story has captured public attention speaks to something deeper in our collective psyche. It's not just about the salacious details or the shock value, it's about our own fears and insecurities about trust, loyalty, and betrayal. When we look at Rashida's situation, we can't help but wonder, what would we do in her shoes? How would we handle such an impossible situation? The impact on their professional lives can't be ignored either. Their brand was built on being relationship goals, on presenting this image of a strong, united front. Now, that image is in shambles, and the entertainment industry is notorious for having a short memory when it comes to fallen stars. Every new detail that emerges seems to make the situation more complex, more nuanced, and somehow even more heartbreaking. It's like watching a house of cards collapse in slow motion, knowing there's nothing anyone can do to stop it. This story has everything: Love, betrayal, family drama, secrets, lies, and the kind of plot twists that even the best screenwriters couldn't make up. But what makes it truly compelling is the human element, the raw emotions, the impossible choices, and the devastating consequences of actions that can never be undone. As this saga continues to unfold, one thing's for certain: we haven't heard the last of this story. There are still secrets waiting to be revealed, truths waiting to be acknowledged, and consequences waiting to be faced. The question isn't if there's more to come, but how much more can this family take before something breaks irreparably? In the end, this isn't just about Kirk and Rashida anymore. It's about trust, truth, and the prices we pay for the choices we make. It's about the lies we tell ourselves and others, and the moment when those lies finally catch up with us. It's about family, loyalty, and the fine line between standing by someone you love and enabling their worst behaviors. The world will keep watching, waiting for the next chapter in this unfolding drama. But for the people at the center of this storm, there's no escape, no pause button, no way to turn back time. They're living in the aftermath of choices that can't be unmade, facing truths that can't be unlearned, and trying to navigate a future that looks nothing like the one they had planned. And as for Rashida, only time will tell if she made the right choice in standing by her man. But one thing's for certain: nothing will ever be the same again. The truth is out there now, and there's no putting this genie back in the bottle. The only question that remains is, what happens next?